for a couple of minutes. Give everyone a chance to come here. If you want to, feel free to share the stream. Feel free to share the stream if you can. Let everyone know that I'm live here about to do the draw. Got my little hats here ready for the drawing. This is the men's and this is for the women's. All right. Just wait and see if everyone else is. Just tweet out. Come on. Thanks for sharing the stream. Let's see. Thank you. I can never find the right chat. Okay. Here we go. All right. There we go. Okay, so whilst we're waiting, I shall explain how these tournaments go if you're watching these tournaments for the first time. Okay, so 2 tournaments, 16 participants each, one for the men's, one for the women's. It's all AI based, so if you lose, you lose. That's all down to the game. I have no control over it. I just sell the matches and just let the AI play it out. So please, for the love of God, do not come crying to me being like, my God lost, it should have won, the whole fucking thing. I don't want to hear any of that bullshit. Okay? It's 2K. Not the greatest, I know. But please, for the love of God, don't come after me, okay? If you lose, you lose, okay? So, what will happen right now is that I will draw random names and countries out of this hat. So, the first 2 I pick, they will go, there will be match number 1, match number 2, another 2, and then so on and so forth until the hat is empty, and then I go over to the other hat for the men's or women's or whatever I decide to do first. So, once all the first round matches are set, it's just a case of like treating it out and then just making sure that everything's all set. But I do want to remind everyone watching here that it's not the pay-per-view next to come. The next pay-per-view that we will be doing is Wrestle Kingdom. So by now and then, things might be likely to change, whether it be participants or kind of like mixing up the participants in their first round matchups if the situation requires it. So, and I do apologize if you can hear Twitter notifications. I haven't muted my iPad, so I do apologize. So it's all AI based. I just put the matches together and just record them as they are. I can't really guarantee if they're going to be extremely long matches or short ones. Like I said, it's 2K, so you can't really predict these things really. So before the grand final of each tournament, there will be a world title match, just to give the grand finalists a chance to rest up. So obviously, if it's a women's tournament, then the women's championship will be defended, and if it's the men's championship. So, depending on who the champion is after Wrestle Kingdom is done, then we shall see. But yes, in the interest of you the viewers, after I do these draws, I usually put up a poll asking which one do you want to see first. So whether it be the men's first or the women's first. Because normally what I do is put live stream them on 2 separate nights. So hopefully like on a weekend or something like that. But hopefully. Let me think. In terms of schedule, with my real life job and whatnot, I'm aiming to get these 2 nights on either a Friday night and a Saturday night. That way, I don't have to worry about work, getting up early in the morning, and so on and so forth. So, without any further delay, let's get started, shall we? So, quick question: men's or women's? Which one do you want me to do first? Shout out in the comments. Men's or women's? Men's, women's, men's, women's. Penises, vaginas. Penises, vaginas. Which one do you go for? Oh, I got 1 vote for the women's. Anyone object to that? Anyone want to say? Anyone's we got an objection here. We got 1 vote for each. We need more votes. Ladies first, 2-1. Come on. Don't be shy. Shout out in the comments. But please don't argue. I'm not paid enough to babysit. Come on. Come on. Whilst I'm waiting for a tiebreaker. Shake these up. Whoa. Hello, we've got a name overboard here. There we go. That's true. Okay, so we'll start off with the ladies, shall we? Okay. Right, there we go. Right. So you see the hats? Don't know if you can Can you see the names? Barely. Hello, Cody. We're doing the women's draw first. And see, I'm keeping an eye on the camera, so it's completely randomized. And we have our first name. So this is match 1. The first participant. Don't know if you can see that. Misa Power of Japan. Did that come out all right on screen? Did you see it clearly? I don't know if it was blurry for you guys, so you'll have to forgive me. So Misa Power will be taking on Amaya McKay for Puerto Rico. So that will be Misa Power representing Japan versus Amaya McKay representing Puerto Rico. Excuse me. Still suffering the after effects of COVID. That's better. Okay. Match number 2. Okay. Woohoo. Lucia Cameron of Italy versus Jennifer Riley of USA. Okay. That is Lucia Cameron representing Italy versus Jennifer Riley representing the United States of America. We all live in America. America, it's wonderbar. Okay, match number 3. Ooh. Carmen Cage representing Germany. And she will be facing Alexis Adams of Ireland. So it's Germany versus Ireland in match number 3. Match number 4. We'll see Veronica Flame representing Mexico. And she'll be taking on no fucking way. God damn it, yes. Oh, fuck. She'll be taking on her own tag team partner, Helen Valiant, representing Iceland. Holy shit. Oh my god, you cannot make that up. Fucking hell. Yes. Oh, fucking hell. To be honest, I was hoping for something like that. It did technically happen before during one tournament with Cody and Christian Tracy when they were a tag team. Okay, I'm losing track here. So that was so it's Veronica Flame representing Mexico versus Helen Valiant of Iceland. That's match number 4. Match number 5. Roxanne Evans representing Greece. And she'll be taking on Amber Young representing China. So, match number 5 is Roxanne Evans representing Greece versus Amber Young representing China. Match number 6. Oh, a big name here. Trish Riley representing Norway. And she'll be taking on Kelsey Asriel representing Brazil. And for those just wondering, yes, Brazil will have a new representative since last year's representative, Scarlett Charms, our current NXW Women's World Champion, is not in the tournament. Excuse me. That's better. Okay, so Trish Riley representing Norway versus Kelsey Asriel representing Brazil. Hello, Darius. Okay, this next matchup. Where are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4. Match number 7. Losing my voice here. Maddie Riley Sabin representing Romania. And she will be taking on now this will be a unique one. Maddie will be either facing don't know if you can see it, either Candy Vega representing Canada, or she'll be facing Shauna Gears of Turkey. Now, what that means is basically this. So, at Wrestle Kingdom, Candy Vega will be challenging Scarlett Charms for the NXW Women's Championship. Now, if Candy wins that match, then Shauna will be taking her place in the women's tournament. If Candy fails to win that championship at Wrestle Kingdom, then it will be Maddie versus Candy, and Shauna will be cut off from the tournament. So, as a recap, if Candy wins the title, then she'll defend that title at the World Cup, but she won't be involved in the tournament itself, and Shauna will take her place. Now, our final first round matchup for the women's tournament will feature the current UEPW World Champion Natalia representing Ukraine. And there's one name left. She'll be taking on Tori Doyle representing England. So, Natalia representing Ukraine versus Tori Doyle representing England. And that is the final first round matchup for the women's tournament. So, just to recap, we have got Misa Power versus Amaya McKay in match 1. In match 2, we have Lucia Cameron taking on Jennifer Wiley. In match 3, we have Carmen Cage versus Alexis Adams. In match 4, we have Veronica Flame versus Helen Valiant. In match 5, we have Roxanne Evans taking on Amber Young. In match 6, we have Trish Riley taking on Kelsey Asriel. Match 7 sees Maddie take on either Candy Vega or Shauna Gears. And in our final matchup, Natalia will take on Tori Doyle. And that is the first round matchup for the women's tournament. I wish you all good luck. And now, we got the men's to come. Right, before I do, I'm starting to lose my voice. By the way, I want to thank all of you who signed up for this tournament. It's just a little something to not only promote NXW, but to promote you guys. These tournaments are usually open to anyone, whether it be anyone signed to NXW or not signed to NXW. So it's pretty much open season when it's a tournament season. So special thank you to all. I promise I'm not dying. Right. Are we ready, folks? Uh-oh, I think Cody may have jinxed it. And remember, Cody, if you lose this tournament, I do not want to hear anything from you whining or bitching about NXW screwing you over. This is luck of the draw. It's AI based. Deal with it. Okay, first name picked. It's tense. First name, Brian Asriel, representing Scotland. And he'll be taken on in match number 1. Representing Jamaica, Trey Jetta. So that will be Brian Asriel, representing Scotland, taking on Jamaica's Jay Twetta. Okay. Match number 2. Here we go. Oh, a big name here. Ryan Riley, representing Puerto Rico. Former NXW Undisputed World Champion, I might add. And he'll be taking on... big time matchup here. He'll be taking on Christian Tracy, representing Italy. So, match number 2. Ryan Riley, representing Puerto Rico, versus Christian Tracy, representing Italy. Match number 3. Representing Canada, Elliot Davies. And he'll be taking on... Ooh. What's it going to be? Brandon Cuevas of Mexico. Oh, Cuevas, sorry. Not Cuevas. What the fuck? All right, so that's Elliot Davies versus representing Canada versus Brandon Cuevas representing Mexico. Okay. Next matchup features Darius Helms representing New Zealand. And this is match number 4, by the way. And Darius will be taking on me, representing England. So, Darius Helms representing New Zealand, representing excuse me. And I will be representing England, taking on Darius. So, best of luck to Darius. I do apologize for the coughing and all that. Still recovering from COVID. That's why I'm drinking a lot. And for those asking, still straight edge. Okay, so match number 5. We'll see. Riley Wolf, representing San Marino. And he'll be taking on oh boy. I think he may have dug his own grave with this. He'll be taking on Virgil Snow of Norway, a previous World Cup winner. And for those who are wondering how did Virgil win, well, it was 2K20 at the time, and with that reputation, but I decided to put together a Royal Rumble, and then Virgil won the whole thing. So fucked up my tournament, but still got a result. Now we're getting close. We're getting close. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Match number 6. Representing Samoa, or American Samoa, as he likes to put it, Jaden Shadow. And he'll be taking on representing the Netherlands, Trevor Hannibal. We're now down to the last 2 matches. Okay, I got 2 names here. First one. Born in the US of A, it's Cody Hagan, yeah. And he'll be taking on Jose Blanco, representing Argentina. And now for the final matchup of the men's tournament. It will be the German giant Obelisk and his opponent, can we make some funeral arrangements for this fellow? Damien Shelley of Japan. So, Obelisk, representing Germany, takes on Damien Shelley of Japan. Now, if memory serves me correctly, the first time Obelisk competed in a World Cup tournament, he killed someone. And they were never heard of again. Oh boy. Right. Shall we recap, shall we? Match number 1. Brian Asriel of Scotland takes on Jay Jesser of Jamaica. Match 2 sees Ryan Riley of Puerto Rico taking on Christian Tracy representing Italy. Match 3 sees Canada's representative Elliot Davies taking on Brandon Cuvas representing Mexico. Darius Helms of New Zealand takes on Tom Doyle of England. Riley Wolf of San Marino takes on Virgil Snow. Then Jaden Shadow of Samoa takes on Trevor Hannibal of the Netherlands. Cody Hagan, representing the United States of America, takes on Jose Blanco, representing Argentina. And in our final matchup, Obelisk, representing Germany, will take on Damien Shelley, representing Japan. And those, ladies and gentlemen, are your first round matchups of the men's tournament. Now, just to double check with you all, for those who are just joining me, this is all AI based. I just sell the matches, I just record them, I don't interfere with them in any shape or form. No cutscenes, no storyline elements. It is what it is. So if you lose in an unconventional fashion or quickly, like I said, it's AI. I put it on the most extreme difficulty. I put everything on slow. I've got all the, the sliders set to the most realistic match possible. So if you do lose and you're not happy about it, don't come after me. Blame the game. Blame 2K. What else? Oh, yes, the poll. Right, so we've done the draw for both tournaments. What will happen now is that I will present on the NXW Twitter, which you can follow at NXW_YouTube. I will do a poll, which I ask you which tournament you want to see first. So let's say, for example, I wanted to do one tournament on the Friday and then one tournament on a Saturday. Basically, I will pull up a poll, and the one with the most votes will be shown first on Friday, and then the one with the least votes gets shown on Saturday. So it's entirely up to you which one you want to see first. So if you think the women's first round draw was a lot better than the men's first round draws, and you want to see the women compete first, then vote for the women, so on and so forth. So yeah, that will happen. I'll probably do the poll for about 2 days, or probably 2 or 3 days, give or take, really. So if you want to share that around, try and get as many votes, really, that'll be greatly appreciated. No, I'm forgetting something. Obviously, if you are the lucky participant that manages to win the whole thing, then basically we'll have a little chit chat on the DMs, whether it be Twitter or Discord, and then we can set up a storyline of whenever you want to cash it in. So if you're lucky to win the tournament, then and you do have an idea in mind of when to cash it in, because it's entirely your choice. But if for some reason, like personal circumstances, prevent you from being on court or on Twitter. So, say like you were dealing with some personal family stuff and couldn't really afford to like be on Twitter to chat with anyone or do any core related stuff, then I will probably take things into my own hands. Not that I don't like the idea, but it's just a case of like, with Killer Anime's situation, it's like nearly been a year since he won the last tournament and he hasn't cashed in yet. So it's just a case of, being able to do it before the actual tournament. And just a quick reminder that Wrestle Kingdom comes first, then the World Cup. So things might change from this point onward to when we actually get to the tournament. Excuse me. Right, so I do apologize if this whole live stream was a little bit unconventional, but I hope you enjoyed it. To be honest, this is kind of like the first live stream I've done, really, in this kind of format. So normally I just record it and then just post it, but I thought just to be a little bit more interactive, I thought I'd do a live stream. And so that you people can see me in my true form. And I hope you haven't been disappointed. So, I guess that's nearly the end now. Just want to say thank you for taking your time to come check out the stream. Thank you for showing the support to me and NXW throughout the years. And yeah, so I hope to provide you with an entertaining Wrestle Kingdom, which is coming soon, I promise. Also, before I go, 3rd of September, episode 30 of NXW will be premiering at, I think it's 10 p.m. my time, but on the American timeline, it will be 5 p.m. So I hope to see you all there on this channel. So basically, episode 30 will happen, and then after that on the Extreme Pro Wrestling Network channel, which is a channel that I set up to showcase not only NXW but other promotions as well, like RXPW and Lars' now defunct PWA promotion, I think. But it's still a functioning channel. So NXW 30 first, then chapter 19 of UEPW. I'm still getting confused by that. It's easier to type and then just say it. But yeah, that will happen. And then after that, another episode of NXW. And then possibly another chapter of UEPW as well. And then after that, what's still called it? But I will need some ideas of the match card going into Wrestle Kingdom. So hopefully I can enlist Trish to help me on that, because she's asked to be the GM, which I've agreed. I've got no problem with that, but I let her do her own thing, and then we'll see where we go from there. So, just to recap, NXW 30, UEPW Chapter 19, then another NXW episode, and then either Wrestle Kingdom itself or yet another UEPW chapter, and then if UEPW does happen, then Wrestle Kingdom. And then, well, since it's a World Cup, what I'll do is like after Wrestle Kingdom is in the in the books. I'll just skip straight to filming um, the World Cup matches, and then I will save a lot of time. So by the time this recording's done, I'll probably have all the matches that I need ready to put the whole show together, and then that's basically it, really. So yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you once again for joining me. Hope to see you guys soon, particularly on the 3rd of September, 5 o'clock USA time, 10 p.m. UK time. So hope to see you there. So bye bye.